Are you hungry?
Give me something good.
Hi, and welcome to Görgött. In this episode, we're gonna make kind of my version or my take on the Korean galbi, so barbecued short rib. We have the marinated beef here ready. We're also gonna make kind of a quick cucumber salad, also Korea inspired. But before we get into what's on the board here, please do me a favor and click the subscribe button. Check the little bell icon that gives you notifications when new episodes come online. Subscribing really means a lot to me because it kind of shows me that there are people out there who enjoy the content I make. So if you enjoy it and haven't subscribed yet, please do so. But now let's have a look at what we have here on the board. So we have our short rib marinated already overnight. I would say, yeah, it's been about 24 hours. And the same for the cucumber salad. Now you don't have to do that for the cucumber salad. You can just do it maybe an hour or so in advance of having dinner. But I prefer it if it gets to marinate a bit. So both of these have been in the fridge for 24 hours. But now let's first have a look at how we prepared and marinated the short rib. Here's a beautiful piece of short rib. You see the ribs here. And in Korea, they normally would slice it down this way now and keep the bones in. But I prefer to kind of take the bones out and cut it up in pieces. So I will do that quickly. And first, it's like any rib, you can pretty much go underneath here. And it should be relatively easy to get off. But it will take a while, so I won't bore you with it. We can cut to when it's done. I'll just show you this one. As you can see, the bones are not small. I mean, it's quite big stuff. It's nice that they age on it, but I don't need to have it when I cook it. So you see this mountain? It's fat and bones. And now I'll just show you what I'll do with one. I'll take about, well, first we can split it down this way in the middle. Because I want smaller pieces to go on the grill that they go a bit quicker. And then we cut them up, I would say, into pieces like that. This is a good piece. Beautiful marbling. And most of the fat gone, but a little bit left on to give that good fatness. So now it's time to whip together our marinade. And I've prepared a little bit because it's a bit boring to watch. But we have about 4 tablespoons of grated apple. Same quantity grated onion. We have about 4 teaspoons of grated ginger. And you can't see the difference, but it's 4 teaspoons of grated garlic as well. Here we have about 15 tablespoons of soy sauce, half of that in kind of beet sugar syrup, and 4 tablespoons of rice vinegar. I would just need to mix all of that together. And for the sticky stuff, it's not as sticky as honey, but it's quite sticky. You can use brown sugar, works just as well. But I prefer this because it's liquid already. And now we just mix this. And this works really well. And the theory behind it, as I understood, is kind of the apple and the onions. Obviously, they give flavor, but they also tenderize the meat. Now we need Ziploc bags. And we need our meat. So I'll split it up into 2 bags, half-half. Try to get the bags to kind of stand up. So divide the meat amongst them. Because like that it's easier to pour in. And now we try to divide this equally, preferably in the bag. Not like me, half of it outside. And just close them up. Move it around a bit so you coat everything with the marinade. But we'll cook them tomorrow, which is today, just now. Now that's my way of doing it. As you saw, I took the bones away, I cut it a bit differently, but I prefer it like this. But feel free to do it any way you want. But the marinade is the important part. And as you can see here, we also prepared the cucumber salad. So let's have a look at how we did that. Here's everything we need for our cucumber salad. Obviously cucumber. We need a bit of sugar. It's about 2 teaspoons. About a teaspoon, a little bit more of grated garlic. Salt, a tablespoon. 2 tablespoons of chili powder. And about a tablespoon of sesame seed. And this here is a mix of sesame oil and rice vinegar. But let's first start with cutting up the cucumbers. You can do it as you want, but I will half them first and then just slice them up in, I would say small, maybe 3 millimeter, something like that. And we do that to all of our, or both our cucumbers. So our cucumbers are cut. Now from this plate we need the salt, and we just put that on top. Doesn't matter if the rest mixes because that all goes into one thing. So all the salt on the cucumber, and then you just mix this lightly. The only purpose of this is basically to draw some water out of the cucumber. As you know, most of the cucumber is water, so we'll try to draw a little bit out of that. So we'll leave it like this now in the salt for 20 minutes, and then we'll continue. But while we wait for the cucumbers to draw water, there's nothing stopping us from kind of whipping up the rest. So we'll put the sesame oil and the rice vinegar in, the garlic, sugar, basically everything that we have on the plate, the sesame seeds, and the chili powder. Now we just whisk this up. It's not going to be a very wet mixture, but then when we mix it with the cucumber, it will kind of loosen up. There we are, and that's ready to mix with the cucumber. So the 20 minutes are up. What I did with the cucumber after 20 minutes was I kind of held it like this and just poured out the water. The problem with squeezing out the cucumber is you destroy the crunchiness of them a bit. Well, not the crunchiness, but the structure of them. So now we'll use our hands, we put this in. And just give this a good mix. So, like that. Now, if you don't have the time, I would just leave it for a couple of hours. I'm going to leave it overnight, and you'll see it tomorrow, which is now when we switch. And what's left to do now is basically put this baby on the grill. So let's go do that. And yes, I marinated a lot more than one piece, but this is for you guys, and the rest is for some friends that are coming over later. So we just get this onto the grill. Close again and leave it there. So we're ready for our first turn. Let's see if we can do our second turn here. I kind of want all 4 sides. Third turn. And then we have all 4 sides. Now we'll do the ends as well. As we kind of made it into a cube. And for the last turn, flip it. Now we just want to take it off the direct heat and put it here and leave it there another 4 minutes or so, and then we'll take it off. So let's check it. I think that's a good kind of rare to medium rare. We'll put that in some olive foil, let it rest for 10 minutes, and then we'll slice it up. The meat has had 10 minutes. Let's unpack it. Feels very nice. Put that on the board here. I get to use my new knife. Some people might consider this too rare. I love it like this. It just melts in your mouth. We'll slice up the rest and then we'll plate. So let's plate it up and get some of the cucumber. And then we'll get the meat here. And last but not least, just some decoration and a bit of toasted sesame seeds on top. And there we have our plate. Doesn't look too bad. Let's dig in. Let's dig in. Get some meat, put some cucumber on that, and get that in. So nice and tender. I mean, you saw when we marinated the meat, the kind of marbling it had, it's perfect. It has a sweetness to it from kind of the apples and the onions. This nice charred, caramelized. It's beautiful. And the cucumbers add a bit of spiciness, which is nice too. I really think if you have the time, let them marinate for 24 hours. It really gives them more of a depth. But if you don't have time, an hour is enough too. This is just heaven. And if it's too raw for you, just cook it longer. I really like it like this. So, my take on a Korean galbi, not cut the same way, marinated similar. It's just heaven in your mouth. But that's it for this time. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please show me by clicking the thumbs up button down below. And if you haven't done so yet, also click the subscribe button. And don't forget, if you liked the episode or if you didn't like the episode, leave a comment. Let me know why or what you liked or what you didn't like. It really helps me a lot to kind of improve going forward. And I like chatting with you guys, so leave a comment. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.